the war between the land and the sea.
Is that a new spin-off confirmed? Hello guys, welcome back to New Who HQ, I am Matt. So, at the start of 73 Yards, you've probably seen it by now, we had the line from Ncuti saying the war between the land and the sea. And I didn't think anything of it before I gave the episode a rewatch, when I suddenly remembered that I did a video about a potential new spin-off a few months ago now. You can go and check it out if you haven't already, but this is just an update on it because does this mean it's now confirmed, and what does this mean going forward, and also to give you a little bit of an explanation about who the Sea Devils are, etc. So in January 2024, an entry on the website Production List, which posts announcements of new TV and film projects in pre-production, suggested that a Doctor Who spin-off titled The War Between the Land and the Sea was in development. The entry also claimed that the show would feature iconic foes, the Sea Devils, at the time, and the BBC has declined to comment. So this was back in January that this was added to the production list. So whilst you could technically say it's sort of been confirmed since January, the BBC have not actually, or Russell T Davies have stated, have outright said that this is coming as a brand new spin-off. There are a few reasons why I think this is absolutely the case, especially now. And the first reason is obviously because it has been entered into the production list for quite a, it's normally quite reliable, this source, so it's looking quite possible. But also in terms of, in Doctor Who, Russell T Davies is known to be someone that does like to bring spin-offs back, also someone that likes to hint at spin-offs and sort of use the material for the spin-offs and put them in Doctor Who. For example, Torchwood with Captain Jack coming back and Torchwood being mentioned a lot more. Also Sarah Jane coming back into Doctor Who, being used more while her spin-off was in use. So normally when spin-offs are being announced or nearly there or airing, normally in the main show they would hint or use certain aspects of what they're going to use in the spin-off, just to sort of create a little bit more excitement and sort of just let people know that the spin-off is coming. And that is what I think is happening here when they arrive on the coastline. The Doctor saying that it's a very quick line, it's very quickly moved on, no one really makes it out like a big deal, but now when I go back and watch it, I'm like, actually that is quite a big hint. So, we don't know any details about when it's coming out. I've heard that it started production in March and it's finished writing apparently. It's got the same producers that were on Doctor Who, and Russell T Davies has been confirmed as one of the writers. But as I said, the BBC haven't actually confirmed anything up to at this moment, but it is looking like it is very much happening. And let's go into a little bit of history about the Sea Devils if you didn't know already. So, the Sea Devils have been a fearsome enemy of the Doctor since the 1970s. Debuting in the 1972 story The Sea Devils, the underwater monsters team up with the Master in a diabolical attempt to retake the surface world after spending millennia beneath the waves. While Joe and the Third Doctor put a stop to the plan, it was clear that the monsters would be back again to vex the Time Lord. And then we heard nothing from them until 2022 with Jodie Whittaker, the 13th Doctor special, The Legend of the Sea Devils. That is the most recent we had, and was also, honestly, I absolutely hated that special. I didn't hate it, nothing just happened in it, and the Sea Devils for me weren't very good villains. So yeah, that's a little bit of history about them. They've not been used massively, but they have been used, and quite far back as well, since the 1970s. I've heard that this spin-off, the stories would be set around the modern day time, but yet again, this is all speculation. So that is all we know at the moment. It's sort of already been confirmed by sort of out of the BBC, out of Doctor Who official, and now it has been mentioned in Doctor Who. I would very much imagine that it's going to be announced soon. The reason the BBC probably haven't announced it yet is probably because the series is on at the moment. They don't want to distract people, they want to focus on the main series, and then I'd imagine probably after series 1 they would make an official announcement. That's what's probably going to be the most sensible, most reasonable sort of decision that they would make. So yeah, how I feel about it, honestly, I have to go and re-watch. I've not seen the 70s Sea Devils story, but obviously I've watched Legend of the Sea Devils. I've only seen it once because, to be quite honest with you, once is enough. But I am now, if this is confirmed, I'm willing to go and watch it again. And definitely go and check out the 70s stories about them as well, their introduction. So quite interesting still. Don't know if the Doctor would be in it, not quite sure. The Doctor tends to be doing a lot of other projects shooting out anyway, so I don't know if he'll have time for that. But then in Class, for example, Peter Capaldi made quite a short time on there, and in Sarah Jane Adventures with David Tennant as well. So Doctors are known to come into spin-offs, but not have a, obviously you don't want a massive majority of the Doctor in it, because it's a spin-off, it's away from the Doctor. The Whoniverse is not all about the Doctor. So yeah, definitely I think it could be quite interesting though. Let me know what you think about this, and give this video a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all very, very soon.